Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, and when we first get started, I like to go over a few things in our back office that sometimes are hard to find or just want to steer you in the right direction to get you started. So the first thing that I want you to take a peek at is your profile. So in the upper left-hand corner, we're going to click on My Profile. And this is going to bring up a secondary screen that has 4 different tabs across the top. When you entered in your order for your starter kit, that information should pull in right here. And additional information is the way for you to define 2 separate phone numbers. And I have you go straight over to your commission options. When you entered in your order for the starter kit, you could have elected to have your commission go into your Steep Tea account, which gets held there until it accumulates to $50. Or you could have put in your direct deposit information at that time. If you did not opt to put your direct deposit information in at the time of ordering your starter kit, come into the commission options and go ahead and get that defined here. Once you put in your bank information, go ahead and be sure to click Update Profile. The next thing that I really love to point out to people is your website information. When you get started, your website address is this right here. If you want to share your website with people, you'll say, oh, my website is mysteepteaparty.com, KT1234, whatever. Or we can make it a little easier and change that suffix here to something else so you can tell your customers or potential customers your website address. So if you click on Personalize, the second window will pop up, and the name you want to show on your website as your consultant name goes here, and then your website name or the suffix to define your website can be typed in here as one word. And now that's what your website will be. Ta-da! And in the upper right hand corner is your email, phone number, and your picture pops in there when you click on Upload Photo. So you can go ahead and do that as well. I will also add a little blurb in here. I purchased a domain name and I told it to go to mysteepteaparty.com/spectacularomas. It's a whole different course, but know that it's possible. So I purchased a domain name called Girl with a T, and now I can tell people, go to my website, Girl with a T. And when they go there, it directs them to mysteepteaparty.com/spectacularomas. So there's another way to do that. That's a whole different conversation, but know that that's available. So back at your profile, once you have all of that updated, make sure to click Update Profile so all the hard work you just did actually gets saved. Next, I want to show you the Biz Supply. We are capable of ordering catalogs on a party order or a Biz Supply order. I highly suggest that when you want to stock up on catalogs, add them to a party order that you may be shipping to your home. Shipping is less expensive on a party order versus a Biz Supply order. There are a number of things in here for you if you would like to purchase them. It's not required, not necessary. any of the specials that are going on for the month. So this month we have a host exclusive for September. We as consultants have the ability to buy it at the discounted price. And so we can showcase it at tea tastings. When you buy something as a business supply, you do not get credit for it as your monthly sales total. Okay, so that's a big difference for you to keep in mind. They also do the same thing for the customer. So you can have the customer exclusive purchased as a biz supply to take to parties if you would like to and get the discounted rate. However, getting those products means you don't get sales points or PV for the month. My main thing that I wanted to point out to you under biz supply, when you're ready to order business cards, here's this little tiny hidden link that a lot of people miss. So if you click here, it will take you straight over to Vistaprint, and Vistaprint already has templates set up for us that we can use. So if you want to do business cards, head over to Get Started. And I like to click on View the Back because all the fronts are the same. But if you click on the back, you can see what's on the other side. And that'll help you pick out which business card you would like to get. I do buy my business cards through here. I like the template and the Steep Tea logo. You do have the option to go to Vistaprint and pick out from many of the designs that they have available. The other thing that I like to get is postcards. When I have a new host, I like to ask them what's the best way for them to invite. Facebook event, postcards, texting, or calling people. If they need postcards, then I keep a stash of these in my bag that I take to parties, or I have them available at home to mail to them when I send them a host packet. And there's different designs that you get to pick from as well. So I wanted to be sure that you saw that little super secret hidden link there. The next thing that I like for you to do as we get started, as a new consultant, we'll do my profile. You know how to operate the biz supplies or where those are. And then for a new consultant, we'll go right here to new consultants, start here. What I like to do, and this is what you'll do with your new consultant, we're going to review the Success Start workbook. If you try to access this from your phone, it won't open for you. I recommend that you print this out, or at a bare minimum, I will want you to print out page 4. So on the first page here, you get a little familiar with our founder, Tanya. She is our founder, and here's her little start page here. This is also where we're going to have our Success Start party tracker. So as we start promoting our business and we get parties scheduled, we'll put them in here. As you can see, number 1 is you, because we're always going to start you off with a launch. And when you launch your own party, then you get to reap all of the host rewards and get some free product for yourself to help build up your supply for your business. So you can print this out to keep track of your parties to get you set up for success. Now, the Success Start is what we're going to talk about next. So when you get started, you can party your way to success. And what that means is in your first 90 days, when you have a specific amount of qualifying parties, you are able to get a certain amount of rewards or different types of rewards for you. So a qualified party is a minimum of $250 with 4 buying guests. When you submit your first party, you will win a Steeped Tea Pin. So you can pin that on your apron. When you submit 4 parties within your first 90 days, you'll win the Steep Tea apron. When you submit 8 parties, you will win the Matcha for Beginners bundle. And when you get to 10 parties, you'll get the Steep Tea tablecloth. 12 parties, you get the Perfect Party tote. And 13 or more parties in your first 90 days, you will win the executive bag. Everything here you could have. The other part I like to point out is a sponsoring bonus. So for within your first 90 days, when you sponsor a new consultant and that new consultant sells $500 in PV in their first 30 days, then they're considered a qualified consultant. What this means for you is that Steep Tea will give you $50 in products. So if you signed up, let's say 10 people within your first 90 days and you got them all up to 500, which isn't hard. Some people can do that in one party. That has happened. It can happen. So they can have one party and hit that 500. You win the 500 or $50 in product collection. You get 10 people to do it. You just won yourself $500 worth of products that you can use to help promote your business or just drink for yourself or gift away, whatever you want to do. You get 5 of them to do that, then half that, so $250. All right. So I want you to tell me which item on there do you have your eyeball on? So that's homework number 1. Which item on there are you eyeballing? Tell me. I want to know. So that's number 1. Write that down because I want to know what you're eyeballing on there. Step number 2, or step number 1, but it's homework number 2. I want you to print out page 4. And I want you to take some time alone, sip on some tea or coffee, but add some matcha to it. But take a look at step 1, print this page out, and I want you to take some time to yourself and reflect on what you want your Steep business to be for you. Is this a way for you to save money for vacations? Is it a way for you to pay off debt, to save for retirement, put towards student loans? What is it for you? Next, I want to know is how much income do you want to earn monthly and what you want to use that income for. So those kind of go hand in hand here. But what do you want your business to be for you can also be, I want it to be my outlet as a way to get out of the house and have some fun. I want it to be a backup plan for this. So start thinking on those things. And how much time are you committing to your business? So each month, how much time do you have to commit to your new business? How many parties do you want to do a month? And let me know when you will feel successful. And then how can I best mentor you and support you? So we'll print this one out. I want you to take a picture of it and send it to me, scan it and email it to me, whatever works best for you. But I do not want to tell you what to do. I want you to tell me what you want so that I can define a game plan for you that works for your needs based off of your specifications. Very important. Next is step 2. Get organized until your business kit arrives. So on page 12, we're going to take a look at the code of conduct in a little bit. We are also going to schedule time to have parties. So take a look at your calendar, figure out, when you got to go to a wedding and when you have to go to the doctor and when you have to take care of the kids. Kind of hone in on what days you're willing to hold parties. Next, once I get your page 4 of what you need out of your business, then we are going to schedule your launch party and get you host in one so you can win some free product for yourself. Order some business cards through Vistaprint. We just went over the BizSupply. You can also use social media to announce your new business. So post something on your news feed. You can also set up a Facebook group and invite your friends to join, and you can start posting different things about your business in there to keep them engaged and informed on what you're up to. And observe as many tea parties as you can with myself or a leader. So if you're far away, we'll have some videos for you soon. If you're close, we'll definitely get around to arranging that for you. And explore your virtual office. Set up your website. And, we went over the website, but we also are going over the Success Start right now. And after this, I'm going to show you the Steep Tea Academy tab. And you'll want to watch for emails on the 1st and the 15th of every month from Steep Tea. Home office will send us the announcements for the next month's specials on the 15th. On the 1st of the month, you'll have even more announcements. Maybe they're promos for the month that we didn't know about. So a lot of exciting things in those emails. And the other thing you want to do is you want to decide who you want to have as your first 15 hosts. If that's within your range of parties in your 90 days. So start getting a game plan of who you want your host and you want to have some fun with. And we'll also get you added to the Steep Tea Consultant Facebook group. We've got one for my team, and we also have one for the U.S. consultants. The next section is who do you know? So start brainstorming and get a list of people that you know so we can contact them, or you can contact them, and we can start asking for their support in your business to help get things going for you. Your friends and family are your best go-tos to get you started. Write their name in there, their email, their phone number, however it works best for you to contact them. And over on the right, put a H for host, if you know they would be a really good host, someone who really loves to entertain, or someone who has kids in sports, because they tend to know a lot of people. Or if you think they'd just be a good customer, they're not going to host, mark them down with a C. And if you know somebody that's just really outgoing and really engaging and just somebody you just love to be around and you would love to work with them every day, put an S next to their name, because those are the people that you will want to talk to about the business opportunity. Because as a consultant and you're starting your business, in order to make more money, we want to sponsor people. And that is kind of the key. And we'll get into that a little bit later. So as you define your list, go ahead and define what they mean to you as well and where you could see them at as part of your business. Step 3 is to start booking. So take a look at this. There's a sample script here that you can use to reach out to your friends and family and acquaintances. If the script isn't something for you, there's an area here that you can write your own script. I like to encourage you to go ahead and get started on that. And if you're getting a little discouraged or after about 3 no's, then reach out to me. Let me take a peek at your script and I can help tweak it for you and just try to reword it for you, see if we can improve that process for you. Step 4 is the 10-to-1. This is the recipe for momentum of reaching your goals and getting you started. So we like for our hosts to have 10 guests in attendance for every party. I like to give my hosts an incentive of allowing them to choose a free bag of tea if they get 10 guests to come. It's a nice way to give them a little incentive and get them excited to try to earn that free bag of tea. We also want to get 2 future bookings. So when our host has 2 people book a party and they have a qualifying party, our host gets rewarded for that. So we want to focus on getting 2 bookings or more, because that can happen. And we also want a sponsoring interview. So we want to watch the crowd and we want to listen to the things that they say and find those that you're attracted to that you think would do really great in this business and those that you think you would just love to work with, or you just jive really well with their personality. And we'll talk more about that in the future. So step 5 is, what's your next goal? All right. So as we get started, we are a consultant, and there are more advancements available out there. And group leader is the next exciting step, truly is the most exciting step. At that point is where I saw a bigger increase in my paycheck. You also get commission off of your team, as well as access to a leader group on Facebook and access to the wholesale sale at conference. You get to go there first before everybody else. As well as when you're at conference, there is a day for you to go to a leader's session. So there's a lot of perks when you get to be a leader. You get to know things ahead of time. And you also get recruits sent right to you. So as corporate or home office receives any interest, then they will forward those to you to help your business grow. We also offer awards. So we do have an annual recognition and awards program that is done at conference, and it's a whole lot of different things. So take a look at these different awards and check mark some of the ones that you think, yeah, I could do that. You know, we've got a Success Start Club. So when you're in your first 90 days, when you do some of the top-notch stuff for your Success Start, you could be recognized for what you did and your hard work in your first 90 days. And then, of course, there's the Excellent Awards, Gala Nights. That's a really nice event. You get to dress up and have a fine dining dinner with everybody. It's really nice. It was the first time I got to see my husband in a suit, and he looked pretty good. The other thing about conferences, when you first get started, you actually get a chance to get a conference ticket for only $150. So you save $100 getting your ticket. You can order that through order online, business supply, and use this code right here. Do not want to miss out on conference. I'm telling you, it's the most inspirational, the most fun. If you're out there doing tea by yourself, this is the time that you get to meet new tea friends and make connections with people on Facebook. I added a lot of them as friends on Facebook, and it just makes Facebook so much more fun when you have like-minded people to talk to, I tell you that. So the next page is a few more awards that they have here. You want to aim for the $2 million club, right? Yeah. And a new thing that they came out with, the conference that they just announced in July. It's the summer of 2016, is the President's Club. And in order to qualify, you have to have 25,000 in PV, qualified 25 consultants, and you've got a consultant that reached group leader. So all of these are possible. The President's Club is going to make you a member, where you will work closely with our founder, Tanya, and you will get personal and business development training. As a member, you'll also serve as business development advisors and will lead trainers at the Director Summit, conference, and consultant training meetings. You're also a positive role model and ambassador of Steep Tea and the Code of Conduct. And as a member of the President's Club, you get to serve 1-year term and have to requalify for each year. I would love to do that. And on our last page here, the Code of Conduct. This is the heart and soul of Tanya and what she wants her business to reflect: honesty, integrity, respect, and credibility. Read over that. And as a consultant, be sure that that code of conduct and those ethics are passed on to your consultants, to your hosts, and to live your life that way as a consultant. And then the last few pages just have some notes for you, have a section of notes for you to take a peek. So to wrap things up, I want you to share with me, which Success Start prize would you love to have in your little hands? And please fill out page 4 and send it to me. Once I have this, then we will get your launch party set up. Without this, I don't know what to do with you. So this is really important and helpful tool for me. Before I let you go, I also want to point out the Steep T Academy. So that was another thing that was in the Success Start workbook for you to take a peek at. And it's right here. I've had someone overlook that before, so I want to point that out. There's so much education in there. So there's another place for you to start taking a peek at while you wait for your starter kit. Okay? All right. Welcome to the Party Animal Fun. I'm so glad that you've joined my team and we'll be working together. I'm really looking forward to joining forces with you and helping you succeed and reach the goals that you define. So I look forward to seeing what your page 4 looks like and which Success Starts looks good to you. Can't wait to talk to you soon. Get your launch party started.